Hello, my name is Jonathan Anderson, and this is Axiom Verge. We've just destroyed another boss. I think this is our second boss. And we feasted on his essence to replenish our health, but now we're going to go down this hole. Consistent visual language once again telling me that this is a way I can go, and I need to do something to open that door. But we can't do it right now, because this is a Metroid game. Instead, we'll go down this way. You know, my complaints earlier about the nonlinearity, or lack thereof, of this game have diminished somewhat, because I do see two paths over that way that I have not taken. Well, I think three paths. One that goes to the left, and then one that goes up and one that goes down. So perhaps it is opening up a little bit now. And it was only holding my hand momentarily. Get another thing here. I still can't read that. It is an address disruptor. It corrupts or decorrupts weaker blocks and enemies. I can use it by pressing RB. There it is. Whoa. What is that has appeared underneath my minimap? Look. I have platforms. Oh, not yet. Now I have a platform. Can I point to yes, there I can. Now I can get over here. I wonder if that was corrupting or decorrupting those blocks. It really seems to have just gone from one kind of corruption to another, which might be an interesting commentary. One man's corruption is another man's intent. Or more likely, one man's intent is another man's corruption. Or to put it yet another way, to him it is sin. We're going to stand on this. Oh. Controls continue to mystify me. Oh, I can stand on that. I wonder if I'm going to be able to get all the way up this way. Oh, almost. Please go up. There we go. This is a good one to be on. Oh, I can go very up. Hooray. I'm going to shoot this ball now. It opened that door. I can get back up there. I don't want to go back up there. I want to go through this door. I can't go up there yet. I'm supposed to think that I'll get high jump boots or the double jump. Something tells me I will get neither. I will get something else instead that will allow me to go up there. But we will go down first. What happens if I use this on them? Oh, it is something else entirely. I'm starting to think that the bosses are right when they have called me a demon. After all, I'm coming in and corrupting what their very essence tells them they are supposed to be. Is that not something a demon would do? I have another health node. It permanently increases my health. It does make my health bar longer. I noticed this time. I wonder what happens if I use the address disruptor on that. Oh my. Things are very different now. I am not prepared for the Lovecraftian nightmare that I've just wrought on this creature. We're going to go away and pretend it didn't happen. I wonder if I can use the address disruptor to get over there. I can. Can I shoot it now? It's interesting, this game is almost a form of digital body horror. I want you to let me out now too. I wonder what's down there. Oh. Further pathways. See, this is exactly what I was talking about. I figured this out too early. I'm not supposed to do this yet, even though it is the eventual right thing. But if I go this way, I will miss the true path, the sequence of events that I am supposed to take. Oh, do you see me being a complete garbage, pretentious gamer? Thinking that I know better than the game developer. Look at me. I didn't miss anything. That sure does look like a combination of two different Metroid enemies. Look at that mushroom. I don't think that I've heard the music change meaningfully yet. I could be wrong. It might just be that my mind doesn't think of them as very different. I need some help. Oh, the shrapnel from that enemy killed me. And here I go, blissfully ignorant of the sins of my past self. This Trace never knew that there was a self-defense longing boss monster right there. He doesn't know the pain he inflicted on it. He doesn't know why he has these additional weapons. All he knows is that he is innocent. He can't be held accountable for the pain that his other selves wrought. He wonders, where did this address disruptor come from? He doesn't know. All he knows is that as if he is being controlled by some outside force, he is compelled to fire it. He doesn't know that I'm here. I just spent some time walking into the wall because I looked away from the screen. I'm sure that was fun to see. I do appreciate that this game saves your progress between deaths. Having to redo the same thing in a game is not fun. I wonder if I can drill through that. I cannot. I see a place on my map that I have not been. We will go this way. There's a thing over there. I instinctively tried to pan over to it with my other joystick. Can I drill over to it? It would appear that I cannot. Can I disrupt its addresses? Do I need to have had an enemy over here whose addresses I can corrupt? What do they do when their addresses are corrupted? What they do not do is open a new pathway for me, at least not right there. We're going to try going into the next room, coming back, having respawned that enemy, and corrupt its address. Oh, this game does not work that way. Interesting. His addresses are still corrupted though. Which is worse? To give one of these enemies a swift death by shooting it, or to allow it to live, having corrupted its addresses. Is it in more pain now than it was before? Can I drill here? I can. But I cannot get in there. We're going to do one thing. We're going to activate this gun. It's not doing anything. So instead, we're going to go back to our map. We're going to place a reminder here, because I'm fairly certain we will need to come back here at a later time. It's an intriguing restriction that there are only 2 reminders that you can set. Hopefully that's indicative of their expectations of the complication of the kinds of things that you would need to be reminded about, and not just an interface limitation. I want to piece in this gun. Let's see. I've been this way. No. Okay, I haven't been this way. Oh, I get to save again. I wonder how many times I have died and been resurrected now. I suppose a certain interest comes about from the fact that I have gained no new abilities from when I saved, but perhaps all of the lives that I've lived between that save and that resurrection were just inconsequential. Maybe he was just bad at the game. I think that would probably be a cool mechanic. If sometimes when you saved and came out of the save point, you had new abilities that you don't know where they came from. It wouldn't have to just be abilities, but consequences that implied playthroughs that you were not party to. I think that would be interesting. Oh my. That was pretty cool. One of the things I've really enjoyed about my Breath of the Wild playthrough... Oh, they appear and then disappear. One of the things I've really enjoyed about Breath of the Wild is how the game seems explicitly designed around the idea of rewarding you for being observant. And this is one of those things. I liked that. It's making noises. I came up here. I wonder if it is too corrupt for me. I cannot shoot it. I cannot corrupt its address. These are my only verbs. I suppose I could try and drill it. I can't do that either. I can't jump on it either. I now have exhausted my verbs. I suppose we will come back here later. I don't need to set a reminder for that. I will come back because there is a door. There is a place on my map with no wall. That is how the game says you need to come back here. Oh my. What happens if I corrupt one of those? Nothing happens. Oh my. the enemy can shoot them. That's pretty cool. I like it when things in the world that are not the player can affect each other. Now, if only one of the enemy monsters could become upset at one of the other enemy monsters, and they could get into a fight. That is the best. I like it when that happens. Oh, there we go. We're gonna go up there. We're gonna kill him before we go up there and risk getting hurt. I got another power node. It also permanently increases my weapon and item damage. Ooh, I saw an arrow on the map. Let's listen. Is the music different? It does seem to be. They just aren't as different as the music in Metroid. Like, I guess this one is significantly different. It's just, I don't know, something about it. I mean, I don't mean to hold up Metroid as this perfect game or something, but some of the soundscapes in that game are creepy, some of them are evocative. They're just so tonally different from each other when you transition from space to space. And that's enabled by there being fewer spaces. I'm sure this game has more areas than the, 4 or 5 that the original Metroid had. But you know when you're going into a new place in that game because you just feel different when you're there. I thought for a moment that I heard a young child becoming awake in his crib, but I did not hear him when I pulled my headphone off of my ear, so I think that it was in my mind. You know what? I'll bet this is where the game crashed on the initial Epic Game release. Fun. I'm kind of sad I didn't experience that for myself. There's a certain pleasure I experience in discovering a problem, learning the nature of the problem, and then seeing that problem fixed. It's probably why I am a systems administrator, or have been. Earlier this week, I had some banking to do. I tried to access an account that I have at wellsfargo.com, and I was unable to access wellsfargo.com. Then later in that day, I learned that wellsfargo.com, as well as much of other Wells Fargo online experiences, were offline. Rumor and hearsay indicated that they had a halon discharge in one of their data centers. Hearing this news made me very pleased. Not because I am happy when bad things happen to other systems administrators. In fact, I am very empathetic when bad things happen to other systems administrators. Only because I enjoy experiencing a problem, learning about the nature of that problem, and then seeing that problem resolved.